You chose to look at yourself in the mirror and point out your flaws instead of looking at how beautiful you are or pointing at your true identity. Some of you are pointing at your flaws and your negatives when God has blessed you abundantly with so much more.
Yo, we lost all the viewers. We lost all of them. Nope, they got out.
Can you do the intro?
Sure. Bro, I can't do the intro with you doing like I don't know what you're doing.
Please,
over there,
just
bro.
do it. Just do it for real. Come on. They have somewhere to be. Come on.
All right, sorry. Welcome back to In the Fire podcast. My name is I'm your host Louis with my co-host Danny Sarmiento, and welcome back to episode 38 of episode 38. Please, thanks for all the likes and subscribers. We got 40K followers.
Wow, you're trash at this, bro. What the heck, dude? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of In the Fire. We appreciate you guys tuning in, whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or watching us on YouTube. We love you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribing, please. If you're not subscribed, that is the best way you can support us is by subscribing. The support on Instagram has been crazy. We love you guys for that. And today we're talking about Insecurities, episode 38, bro. We're moving up. Insecurities is nasty. No, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? No, bro, be serious.
What if I told you? And I stopped with the red light, and I made eye contact, and looked at you. What's up, Danny? All right. So what we talking about today, Danny? Sorry, I had to like kind of get through something because you kind of disrespected me, but it's all good. What so we're doing today?
I already talked about that.
What is it? Remind the Remind the people.
You give me a headache sometimes.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I don't like people do that. Don't yell at me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yo, today we're talking about insecurities. Bro.
Okay, sorry. Go. You're right. No, we're talking about insecurities. Very serious topic, actually. Actually, a very serious topic. Yep.
Bro. Are you serious right now?
Are you sure?
I didn't even mean to. I didn't even mean to. Stop,
Yes, you did, bro. Yes, you did. Come on. I want to talk serious, but I ain't talking like that. Are you serious right now, bro?
No, I didn't.
All right, sorry. All right. Episode 38.
Yeah.
We're talking about insecurity.
Yeah.
Very intense. I went through it.
Come on, everybody goes through it. Everybody has insecurities.
I shouldn't even point fingers.
Everybody has insecurities. This is something that we are hoping this episode helps liberate you guys listening and set you free from that so you can walk in the abundance and the peace and the confidence that God has for you in His identity. And this is a spectacular topic because everybody goes through it. Yeah. Everybody has it. And it's stopping so many people from living, and it's chaining us up, and it's not letting us live, man.
So true. So it's so I guess the best word to say is debilitating. You know, it's like it holds us back. Insecurity, oh my gosh, it's like something that we shouldn't be struggling with. You know, it's like because as we go through life, I think we just kind of gain these insecurities as we go, and we need to find them out and then take them out. You know, because these things are doing nothing but debilitating us. Yeah. You know, and for us to overcome these insecurities, we have to first find them out, right? Like in order for you to, you know, the first step in actually overcoming something is you realizing it, right?
Yeah, I guess not all insecurities are as obvious then, right?
Almost definitely. I would say because honestly, because I feel like some people do know and are aware of their insecurities, while other people may not be aware, and if anything, are hiding that insecurity with pride. Right, so there's two different things there. Wow. But in order for us to overcome it, we have to find them out. Right, the same way if you want to overcome bitterness, you have to first recognize bitterness inside you, right? Or if you want to overcome unforgiveness, you have to realize it inside you as well. Yeah. Same thing goes with insecurity. And the thing about it is, when you look at a plant, right, you can see the fruit of it. Right, the fruit is visible, right, but the root isn't.
Okay.
Right, and the thing is, we have seen the fruit of the insecurity in our lives, but we don't know the root of it. The root you can't see, but the fruit you can see. Right? So some of us who are aware of these insecurities have seen that fruit. Right? And so what does that fruit look like? That fruit looks like impressing people. That fruit looks like I'm not enough. I feel inadequate. I can't do it. That person can do it, but I can't. I can't speak that well. I can't do this. I can't do that. Right? It looks like you having the nicest clothes, buying the newest shoes, or for girls putting on the latest makeup, doing not latest, but like putting on makeup, just for you to feel like, oh, okay, now I can be accepted. Right? I'm only accepted if I look good. If I don't look good, then nobody's gonna like me anymore. Get out of here with that, right? And that's just some examples of the fruit of insecurity in our lives, and we have to like start pushing through with that,
Yeah, insecurity is something that the enemy uses to blind us and shut us down, because so many times, like, whether it's body image, whether it's status, whether it's anything, so many times...
Money, financial stuff, possessions, position.
Insecurity is nasty. Insecurity is nasty, and it's something that does not belong in your life. I remember for me, it was me being chubby. I was called Chubby Mexican when I was younger.
Nice.
I'm not even Mexican.
Still like that.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Nothing. What were we saying about this story?
Yeah. So they would tell me, yo, we're going to the beach. Yo, we have a pool party. And because of my insecurity, I would stay in the water, or I would enjoy to the full capacity this memory that I should have, or this awesome event. On, right? Yeah, I keep my shirt on, or whatever it is. And it was horrible because I look back and that's all I thought about throughout that whole time. Instead of hanging out with my friends, laughing, doing all that stuff, it was like I would stay on the water or whatever, just thinking, oh, they're thinking about me. They're talking about me. They're looking at me. It was nasty. It was bad.
And when I see that, all I see is a damaging fixation, right? Because you're so fixated on yourself, bro. You're at the beach. Like, enjoy being at the beach. Like, swim around, like play volleyball, do something, but don't be so caught up in your own body and like being insecure about your body, because then you're only damaging yourself. I'm pretty sure not many people are actually like looking at your body and saying,
honestly, I don't think anybody was.
You don't exactly. They're probably enjoying it. But it's because of this insecurity, this damaging fixation, that it took away your enjoyment. It took away life from you. Now you went there and didn't do anything and didn't feel happy, you didn't feel good because you were so fixated on that. It's insane.
And listen, we're here to set us free from that. We both have struggled with it. Sometimes we still do. Insecurity pops up here and there.
It pops up, yeah.
And listen, one way to cure insecurity: intimacy with God. Intimacy with God. The issue with insecurity is it becomes kind of like an idolatry. Why?
Security.
You start to focus on that so much to the point where that's all you see. That's all you think about. When you wake up, I got to wear enough makeup to cover up my big nose. I got to wear this. I got to do this. Just to make sure nobody's looking at me, talking about me, or pointing out my insecurities.
Wow.
And it's something that we're constantly thinking about, and that's horrible, because that's taking away from the image that God made us into and the identity he's giving us. And that's the thing, when you become intimate with God and you grow that relationship and you grow in your faith, you start to focus on real things. Not this fake stuff that you think everybody's talking about me, everybody's looking at me. Nobody's talking about you. Nobody's looking at you. You make it seem like it's this big deal where I'm not capable of doing this because of the way I speak or the way I do things, or the way I am. Some things that we can't even control. We're talking about body image, but some things that happen in our childhood or the way we were born that we can't even control. We feel different than everybody else. But God says, you're chosen. You're a royal priesthood. You could go check out the episode on identity. We talk all about that. Yeah. But insecurity revolves around our identity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And it becomes that damaging fixation. You begin to think about that and not on. It's like, you're deriving your identity and your worth and your value from other people. Yeah. Right? Because with you, you're going to the beach, you feel as if you're not valued. Like you can't have fun because of the way you look. Yeah. Right? And it's like, why all of a sudden do people have a say on what your value is, on what your worth is? Why is that all of a sudden, right? Yeah. Why do people have that much power over you? Yeah. Right? And that's what I believe to be a step or like the cure of this insecurity is relinquishing the power that you have given people. Right? You have to relinquish the power that you have given people. Right? People, whatever they say, right? If they say you're attractive, if they say you're ugly, literally, like, who cares? Like, your value doesn't come from your visibility. Yeah. So why would you even give them that power? They can't give you identity.
Bro, there's people that like live off of putting you down. Like they just like try to like eat you alive. Like no matter what you do or how you are, they will always hate on you. Literally, no matter whatever you do, they're still gonna be like, nah, bro. And you're over here giving their opinion value over the creator of this universe, the one that made you, the one that said, yo, I love you. And you're over here like, dang, this person said my pimple's huge, and now I'm insecure about it. Like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an amazing point you just reminded me of. Look, I have a really good point that I want you guys to hear out. So listen to this, right? Listen up. If a person's words can heal you, they can also hurt you. Wow. Right? And what do I mean by that? If you get complimented and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best day of my life, and that you're thinking about that every single day, you feel like you're walking on sunshine, you feel amazing, right? That same power, right? If somebody insults you, you feel destroyed. Yeah. You feel so down in the dumps, or not even insulted. They say something a little bit mean about like your clothes or something, and you feel destroyed. It's like you give that person the power to make you feel so amazing. You also give them the power to make you feel terrible because you're taking in so much from that. Yeah. I don't think compliments are bad. You know, I just don't want you to thrive on them. Wow. Right? It's not bad to be. I like being complimented, but you shouldn't thrive on them. Yeah. You shouldn't be your sustenance. You shouldn't eat from that. Right? It shouldn't be your sustenance.
You take the compliment. You say thank you. You know, you'll feel that little quick good, and then that's it. But if you make that your whole day, or you know, oh, like, hey, you're looking good, like, oh, yeah, I am, oh wow, you know, all of a sudden
it's not like, bad to get compliments.
Yeah, it's not. It's what you're saying. It's
if you give them that power to heal you and make you feel amazing, you also give them that power to hurt you and make you feel terrible, right?
So yeah, and what you said at the end about basically intaking the food, feeding it, right?
Yeah, like feeding from that.
Insecurity is a choice. And I know a lot of you were like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, because you chose to look at yourself in the mirror and point out your flaws instead of looking at how beautiful you are, or pointing at your true identity. Some of you are pointing at your flaws and your negatives when God has blessed you abundantly with so much more. And I know I bash on my car a lot. Because, bro, the check engine light turns on, this turns light, this breaks down every week. I picked you up in my car today. I went to school today in my car. I went to work today in my car. I'm over here. If I only sat here and pointed out my flaws and didn't move the car, I'm like, no, it's broken. It works. It's blessed me abundantly. Some of you look at the mirror and that's all you see is your flaws. But if you step back and you see the real mirror, which, by the way, is the word of God, the one that tells you you are chosen, you are a royal priesthood, you are loved, you are my child, you are adopted into the family of God. Wow. God, you are adopted. I'm going to say it again. You are adopted into the family of God, and you dare call yourself ugly? Wow. You dare say you're not capable? You dare say, no, I'm not enough? Bro, these are realities that we choose.
Wow.
You need to open your eyes and look. Listen, it's easier said than done. I get it, but it's what you're feeding yourself. Are you feeding yourself on the word of God, or are you feeding yourself on these Instagram models?
Wow.
There's things, and that goes on to comparison. You can watch our comparison episode too.
Wow.
But these are all important things that we need to do. And I want to read this verse, and I freaking love this verse so much. I love this verse so much. Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we also have such a great cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let's rid ourselves of every obstacle and the sin which so easily entangles us, and let's run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking only at Jesus, the originator and perfecter of the faith. When I was younger, I remember this one time, I went to my uncle's house, and they had like a race going on, kind of like a marathon.
Yeah.
And we were cheering on because the Colombian, I'm Colombian, so we were cheering on for my Colombian family. This Colombian guy was running. He was in first place. He was very close to the finish line, but somebody was coming up close to him, behind him. He decided, he got, I guess, scared or nervous, or he wanted to see what was up. So while he was running, he turned and he looked at his opponent. All of a sudden, his opponent caught speed and passed him and won the race. Last minute.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we were devastated. And I remember vividly, I don't know if it was my dad or if it was my mom. I really don't remember. But they told me, they were like, when you're in a race, never, ever look to your side. Because you're focusing on something else when you should be focusing on pedaling faster or running faster or where the finish line is. Sometimes while I'm driving, I'll look somewhere else and all of a sudden I'm almost about to hit the curb. If you fix your eyes on Jesus, the perfecter of your faith, a person that says, I love you no matter what you do. Your love, you don't have to earn it. I'm giving you my love. I died for you. If you focus your eyes on Jesus, on that finish line, on that race, and you don't look to the sides where your insecurities you're at, that's how you win the race.
Wow.
But if you start to look to the side, the insecurities are going to pass you and they're going to beat you.
Wow. That's so good. That's so good. And when you were saying about the mirror thing, like, when we're looking at ourselves in that mirror, you have to choose the voice you're going to hear, right? Because you're in that mirror, you're trying on clothes, you're doing whatever, you're hearing the voices of your friends, right? Yo, that looks mad whack. Yo, your outfit looks mad whack. You look so dumb right now. Or, oh, she looks so ugly right now. What the heck? Like, these voices come out of nowhere. And that's the insecurity trying to make you feel bad. And so it's like when those things come, you have to choose to not listen to that, right? And what you said, feed yourself on the word of God. Like, God, like, you're a son and daughter. You're loved. You having the nicest Jordans on or wearing makeup doesn't change your value, right? When you wake up, when you go to sleep, when you go to school, when you go to wherever, you're the same. You're still loved the same. You're still valued the same. You're still cared for the same. Nothing can change that, and no person can change that for you, right? So it's like choose to listen to the God who made you, not another human being that God made as well, right? Do not give that power to people, but remind yourself to give that power back to God. Right. To be like, God, you know what? You made me. You say how much value I have, how much worth I have.
He probably feels disrespected every time we value the opinion of somebody over his. He's like, what? That person pointed out a flaw that you think is a flaw, and I'm over here like, that's your strength.
Like, imagine, like,
I made you.
I'm thinking about it right now, David and Goliath. Like, David was small. He was like a younger brother. Like, he can't kill the Goliath, right? But it's like, did he listen to his dad, the people around him, to his brothers?
A lot of people talked a lot.
Or did he listen to God? And he came to Goliath and just literally destroyed him.
With confidence.
Right? It's like in that moment, he probably felt a little insecurity. But he chose to be like, you know what? Even though these people are bringing insecurity to me, I'm going to shift my focus on Jesus, on God. I'm going to say, you know what? The people are saying I can't do it, that I'm not enough, I'm inadequate, I'm too small, I can't do it. I'm going to focus on God, and I'm going to slay that Goliath because God's with me, and I'm shifting my focus to God and not people.
So we said intimacy with God.
Yeah.
God focuses on the heart, not on the appearance. And when you start a real relationship with God, you start to forget about all those insecurities and all those flaws, and you start focusing on how can I better my heart?
They really don't matter no more.
How can I purify my heart? How can I focus on Jesus more? And your mind just gets focused on that, and you're focused on what's right, and you start living your life to the fullest. Like, you stop thinking about all that really nasty stuff. And the other one was feed yourself the right stuff, the right food. Feed yourself on the word, feed yourself on God's voice, feed yourself on the identity that he gives you, not what the world gives you.
And also to relinquish the power you have given to people. Take that power away, give it back to God. That's where it belongs.
Amazing. Listen, we want to see you guys all walk in confidence and in the identity that Jesus gives you so that you can live life to the fullest. No more insecurities. Let's get that nasty stuff out that's clouding our vision and not letting us be capable and live up to the true potential that God has for us. So we appreciate you guys tuning in for this episode. We love you, and we'll see you guys for the next episode. Peace out.